Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Hey everyone! Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the world of traditional mint tea, how to brew it, the flavors and tips for the perfect cup. Stay tuned. Steam rises, the glass warms your palms, and the air fills with that clean, leafy mint smell. Traditional mint tea is one of those small daily comforts that can feel bigger than it is. In many homes, mint tea means fresh mint leaves steeped in hot water. In others, it means mint mixed with green tea and sweetened, often served to welcome guests. Both are traditional in their own way, because they're tied to family habits, not strict rules. This guide explains where the custom comes from, how to brew it the classic way, and how to adjust strength and sweetness so it tastes right to you. What makes mint tea traditional, and where the custom comes from? Traditional mint tea is less about a perfect recipe and more about a familiar routine. People make it the way they learned it, then pass it on. That's why traditional can mean different things in different kitchens. For many readers, the most famous example is Moroccan mint tea, often made with green tea, fresh spearmint and plenty of sugar. In Morocco and across North Africa, tea service is hospitality in liquid form. It shows up during social visits, after meals, and when someone knocks on the door. The act of making it matters, because it slows everyone down. Mint tea traditions also run through parts of the Middle East, where mint is common in herbal infusions and alongside black tea or green tea. Beyond that region, mint steeped in hot water appears worldwide as a simple home remedy drink, a post-dinner sipper, or a caffeine-free nightcap. Spearmint is a frequent tea mint because it tastes sweet and soft. Peppermint has more bite, so it can feel sharper. Green tea enters the picture because it adds body and a gentle bitterness that mint and sugar can smooth out. No two families make it exactly the same. Some like it pale and light. Others want it bold enough to perfume the room. That variety is part of the tradition, not a mistake. Mint, green tea, and sugar, the classic trio, and when it's just mint. Two common meanings show up when people say traditional mint tea. The first is an herbal mint infusion, just mint and hot water. It tastes clean, grassy, and soothing. Since there's no tea leaf, there's no caffeine. The second is mint tea with green tea, often called Moroccan style. Here, each part has a job. Mint brings bright freshness, green tea adds structure, and sugar rounds the edges. Without sugar, the green tea can taste a little dry, especially if it steeps too long. The pour and the pot, why the serving style matters. In places where mint tea is served to guests, it's often brewed in a teapot and poured from a height. The high pour helps mix the tea and can create a light foam on top. It also cools the tea slightly, which makes it easier to drink right away. Still, you don't need special gear. A small pot, a heat-safe pitcher, or even a large mug works. What matters most is good mint, hot water, and a steep time you control. How to brew traditional mint tea at home, step by step. A good cup comes down to 3 choices: your mint, your base, mint only or green tea, and how sweet you want it. Start simple, then adjust one thing at a time. Before you begin, decide how strong you like it. Traditional mint tea often tastes more intense than cafe mint tea, mainly because people use a generous handful of mint. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about mint tea, give this video a like, share it with a friend, and subscribe. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll explore more fun tips and variations. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe.